right now. And as you can see, we are in the Treasure Valley in about the mid to upper 90s right now. We're looking at highs today about 98 degrees here in the Treasure Valley. Now, if you are up in those higher elevations, mid to upper 80s is what we're looking at for most of your day. Now, let's take a look at temperatures around the region right now, and we are still looking at some isolated thunderstorms tonight. Almanac for the day, our average is around 90 degrees for our high, 60 degrees for our low, so we still are expected to be well above that. Pretty normal for this time of the year to see temperatures like that here, but luckily we are looking at cooling down as we head into the weekend. Let's take a look at our temperature trends. Now, tomorrow we are going to look at highs in the low 90s, so a little bit of a cool down. It's going to be nice and comfortable for us here. 93 degrees for Friday, cooling down a little bit more for Saturday. That's because we have a low pressure system that has swung into the Pacific Northwest. There is also some monsoon moisture that's going to interact with. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but we are looking at that cooling down. And then Sunday, we're going to see that ridge of high pressure to the southwest build back up, but we are going to stay in the mid 90s for Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, 94 degrees. So definitely staying much more comfortable than what we had been seeing in the past. There is a red flag warning in effect. We did have a fire weather watch that has been bumped up for a red flag warning for much of the region. It is in effect from noon Friday until midnight Friday. This is because of some isolated thunderstorms moving through the area associated with lightning. There should be some precipitation with these storms, but there is still a chance of that turning into some dry thunderstorms moving through the area. There will also be gusty winds. About 40 miles per hour is possible throughout the region. Keep that in mind. Tonight, we are seeing isolated thunderstorms. They're moving through southeastern Oregon and at the Idaho-Nevada border. Tomorrow, that moisture will be moving up. So let's take a look at our satellite and radar. The reason we're seeing these conditions, that low off the coast has started to move into the area, and that's causing some instability within our atmosphere. As that moisture, that monsoon moisture is moving up from the south, those are going to be interacting, and that's where we're seeing these isolated thunderstorms come into play. Today, it's going to be on the southeastern side of Oregon, Idaho-Nevada border. Tomorrow, that's going to be moving up. We do have a 20% chance here in the Treasure Valley, but if you live in those higher elevations, we're talking the Long Valley, Valley County, Boise County, over even on the Oregon side, we are going to see some isolated thunderstorms tomorrow. About a 50% chance for that region. Down here in the Treasure Valley, around 20. So overall, let's take a look at our regional forecast around the region. So for tomorrow, we are looking at, a chance of afternoon thunderstorms. For the Magic Valley tomorrow, it should be a little bit of breezy winds moving through the area, but a mix of sun and clouds. Heading up to Sun Valley, we are also looking at a chance of some afternoon thunderstorms moving through the area. It will be breezy when those move through. Should be a little bit later at night if we do see those. Keep that in mind. For the Long Valley, this is the area that's going to see the greatest chance of some isolated thunderstorms moving through the area. About a 50% chance, so keep that in mind, a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. But as we head into the afternoon, those isolated thunderstorms will be developing and moving through the area. And for the West Central Mountains, we are also looking at some pretty cooler temperatures moving through, but there is still that chance of isolated thunderstorms moving through the area. Breezy conditions when those thunderstorms move through, so just keep that in mind, but cooler temperatures than what we saw today. For the lower Treasure Valley, only a slight chance of seeing those isolated thunderstorms, about 20%. So we do have a slight chance. We do know that there is the Western Idaho Fair tomorrow. Right now, it's not looking like a washout, only a chance of seeing those thunderstorms. But if you do live in those higher elevations, keep that in mind. Upper Treasure Valley, also a slight chance of those isolated thunderstorms moving through. Cooler temperatures, however, for tomorrow. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast for the Treasure Valley. So for tomorrow, once again, that 20% chance of seeing some isolated thunderstorms move through in the afternoon. Cooler temperatures, 93 is our high. Saturday, cooling down even more to 91, back up to 95 for our Sunday. And then Monday through Thursday, we're looking at mid-90s. If you are up in the mountains, it's a different story. Tomorrow, about a 50% chance of seeing some thunderstorms move through the area in the afternoon. Saturday, we are going to see some AM showers move through as well. So just keep that in mind. After that, mid-80s for the remainder of the week. But